When I had Jollibee and I had Chicken Joy, I was like, wow, this is quality. This is a quality piece of meat, and it is cooked to perfection, seasoned to perfection.
If you had the chance to run Smashburger, so it gets more mainstream, people get to know it more, what would you do and what would you suggest?
Honestly, if they could follow similar suit to Jollibee's marketing, just to have people have a emotional reaction when they hear the name or think of the food and make it an experience versus just the burger.
Guys, we're in for a treat. We have a very, 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 very popular travel YouTuber that's been to so many countries in the world, but she's not just known for traveling, she's also known for eating. I met Layne Fable in a trip in Coron probably 3 years ago, when she was just starting her YouTube channel. But here's the thing, guys. Before I introduce her, I want you to see this video of her eating Jollibee. It has now 2 million views. Check it out.
Oh my god.
It creeps on you.
Oh, I love it.
Me too.
Might be my favorite thing thus far.
It's my favorite.
Heck yeah. Shane and Layne approved completely. Wow, I need my water, I think. Jollibee is higher quality than any fast food I've tried in the States. I also don't eat fast food often, but now I know if I do crave fast food, I should be coming to Jollibee.
How are you? 2 million videos for Jollibee. How did that happen?
Honestly, I couldn't tell you. I had no expectation of it being that big. I think we're at 2.2 million views right now. And that's the first taste test. I actually have multiple taste tests of Jollibee on my channel. I brought my whole family there. I brought my boyfriend and his cousins there. I went with my best friend to their drive-thru in LA. So I guess you could say that there are quite a few Jollibee videos on my channel, but that is not my only offering on my YouTube channel.
Of course, guys, you have to check her channel out after this. She has a lot of travel vlogs. She has a lot of food trips.
Yeah, please do.
So now, this is so interesting because we, as Filipinos, a lot of Filipinos eat in Jollibee, which as of today, majority of their stores are closed because of the quarantine. But my first question is this: as a foreigner, why do you like Jollibee? What did you like about it? And full disclosure, Layne doesn't eat fast food all the time, but when she eats, Jollibee is also part of, I guess, the roster of food places that she would go to. So what do you like about it?
Absolutely. If I am craving fried chicken, I will only eat Jollibee's now. And me and my dad, who is the reason I am such a foodie, see eye to eye on this. There's something about the Chicken Joy, specifically the spicy Chicken Joy, that I can just eat until I feel sick. Like, I can't put it down. The skin, the way it's fried, the spicy powder that they put on it, I love it. The reason I tried it was because the first time I was in the Philippines, I didn't eat it there. I wanted to try all of the other like homemade meals and my favorite chicken and asal from Mary Grace. So I was trying what to eat, like everything I could while I was there. So I never went to try it. So when I came home, I was like, I miss the Philippines. I didn't try Jollibee, and I found out there was one 45 minutes away from my house. So I got my little brother in the car and I made him go drive there and eat it with me. And of course I filmed it because I film everything in my life. And it blew up. And I was like, what? Even more so than the travel vlogs. And I was like, oh, traveling is definitely more interesting than me eating fast food in my car. But the love for Jollibee runs so deep that it is now my most watched video. The taste tests are some of the multiple most watched videos on my channel. And I'm always mind blown by that.
There's a lot of American brands that are very popular. Chick-fil-A, McDonald's, KFC. I don't know if there's chicken in McDonald's, but in the Philippines they have chicken. What made Jollibee stand out head to head up against those chicken brands?
For me, there was a personal tie to it. I had an au pair when I was younger that was Filipino. So I immediately think of her when I see it because it reminds me of her home country, and there's that happiness feeling to it. And then there's also, when we went to eat it for the first time, I was blown away by the quality of the chicken, because a lot of fast food in the States, like, is repulsive. And it's like when I had Jollibee and I had Chicken Joy, I was like, wow, this is quality. This is a quality piece of meat, and it is cooked to perfection, seasoned to perfection. The interesting thing though was when I had it in the Philippines, it was a much smaller piece. So like that just goes to show we put hormones and crazy stuff in our food over here. But I think what I was really drawn to is I really missed the Philippines. I knew it was a piece of the Philippines that I could access here, and I had never tried it before, and I'm all about trying new things. So I was like, I have to try this. I didn't try it while I was there. I should try it while I'm home and missing the Philippines.
So, what's your top 3 food items in Jollibee? So, chicken joy is number 1.
Oh, easy. Spicy Chicken Joy.
Okay.
Must be spicy. Number 2, the peach mango pie. I'm sorry, I could eat 7 of those. And then 3 would have to be, see, that's hard because we have in the States that you guys don't have. It's like an ube boba milkshake type icy slushy thing, which I love. We have adobo rice.
In Jollibee?
Yeah, here.
Oh,
Or was it garlic rice? No, it was adobo rice, I think. And it was amazing, so.
Do you think, as an American living in New York, Jollibee has a chance, has a shot to go up against the McDonald's and the KFCs and the Burger Kings in the US? Because at the end of the day, Jollibee is over 1,400 stores around the world. Then it has bought other stores. I don't know if you know this, Jollibee owns Coffee Bean now. So
Really?
yeah, so
I didn't know that.
you add all of that together, it's more than 5,000 plus stores. But it's still far from Starbucks. It's still far from Subway. Those big chains. Do you think it has a shot?
I absolutely think it has a shot. I think it would be somewhat of a longer term goal because as of right now, Jollibee is very scarce. And I've found in the comments of my videos, you guys will say, oh, like people that live in the United States, often Filipino Americans, will say that they miss Jollibee so much that they'll drive 3 hours to their closest one. But that being said, when I went to the Jollibee in Manhattan that had just opened, there were lines out the door for weeks. So I think it absolutely has a chance, for sure. I think it's a higher quality fast food. I would just think it would need to be more widespread. I think New York and LA, you find them in the areas. But other than that, I think they need to up their numbers game.
Okay, now here's what's interesting. Part of Jollibee's goal is to be in the top 10 chains around the world. They're very, very close to it already. But by doing so, they've been buying a lot of brands. That's why they bought Coffee Bean. Coffee Bean has around 1,400 stores globally. So that gets added to their roster. But part of that also, they bought Smashburger. So
Yes.
Smashburger is, for those who don't know, those who are watching this in the Philippines, Smashburger is I think from the last time I saw it, they had 300 stores in the US. It started in Denver, Colorado. So you had your experience eating Smashburger. My first question is it actually good? And does it fare well versus Shake Shack, Five Guys, and maybe In-N-Out Burger? I know there's no In-N-Out in New York, but yeah.
I've had In-N-Out. So I'm gonna, I think, upset a few people. I've never tried Shake Shack. I don't know why. Yes, I know. I just always opt for something that isn't fast food like that, but I regret it because I know Shake Shack is tasty. I've heard it so many times. Also, Five Guys I had a lot in high school. Delicious. What was the other one you said? In-N-Out. Yeah, but Smashburger. I haven't had it in a long time. I'm not gonna lie to you. As we said previously and preface this, I don't eat fast food often, but I have very fond memories of Smashburger. In high school, we would go and they have these really thin French fries. They taste amazing. They're impeccable. They're so good. And they also would have turkey burgers, which is one of my favorite burgers. So obviously I'm partial to that as well. I've always enjoyed it. Haven't had it in a long time, not gonna lie to you, but every time I did have it, it was a great experience. And the price point is a little bit higher, so you know that there are better quality ingredients in it.
Okay, when you say higher, almost the same price as Five Guys and Shake Shack, or?
Yeah,
you said that there's no problem with the taste. You like Smashburger. The taste is good. It could fare well up against the other burger brands. So, what do you think is the problem? Do people don't know Smashburger? They don't have a lot of visibility. What do you think is the reason that it's not as mainstream as Five Guys?
I think it's strictly a numbers game, kind of like Jollibee. If there were more of them, I think they would do so well. I actually just Googled it to see where my closest one is. There is one close to me, but I think it's in a mall. And I know Filipino culture, malls are very important, but if I don't have to go to a mall, I rather not, you know? If I just want to grab a quick bite to eat, like I don't want to pull into a mall and have to go find it in the mall. I rather go somewhere that's kind of standalone. So I think it's out of sheer convenience that I haven't eaten there as much, or I don't see as many.
Now, hopefully somebody from Jollibee would see this. If you had a chance to run Smashburger, so it gets more mainstream, people get to know it more, what would you do and what would you suggest?
Oh, I would hire Layne Fable for a food taste test, a mukbang on her YouTube channel. And I would try everything on the menu and give you an honest review. No, but seriously, I think it would be, since Jollibee now owns it and Jollibee does such a wonderful job of marketing with the high production quality, their commercials, they're very heart-wrenching, a little cheesy, but that tugs on your heartstrings. And I think it's very relatable, their marketing. I think, honestly, if they could follow similar suit to Jollibee's marketing, just to have people have a emotional reaction when they hear the name or think of the food and make it an experience versus just a burger, as Jollibee has done for their own brand, I think they can definitely make Smashburger equally as much of a hit because the food is delicious.
Okay, amazing. So that's interesting because a lot of people here in the Philippines, just so you know, Jollibee's income wasn't as good last year because Smashburger lost money for them. So for the long success of Jollibee, Smashburger must do well. That's why I'm asking that. And to Filipinos who have not tried Smashburger, because I was in San Francisco last year. I wanted to try it, but it was a bit far from where we were. And if you're in San Francisco, of course you want to try different food, not
of
the
course,
not the burger, not the normal burger. But I wanted to try it just because it's connected to the Jollibee. But yeah, so for Filipinos, that's why I was asking you to describe it, because so that at least they know what it is, they know what it tastes like, and because it's not also in every city or state in the US, it would be harder for people to have a grasp on what it is.
Yeah, and I misspoke. I just looked up their menu. They don't have a turkey burger anymore. They do have a chicken burger, so maybe I was confusing the two. But that's interesting because I think of Jollibee chicken being like, we have a chicken sandwich in the States. The Jollibee chicken sandwich, I would kill for, I think. With the mayo the garlic aioli or something they put on it. Oh, so good. But yeah, I think what differentiates Smashburger as well is, honestly, when I think of Smashburger, I think of their French fries. No offense, Jollibee, like Jollibee's French fries never really did it for me, but Smashburger's French fries, they're very thin fries, and it's a unique flavor palette that you don't often have with French fries. It's almost like gourmet. So, you know, I'm a sucker for anything that's a little elevated with the flavors.
Okay, I'm putting you in the spot na, Layne, but I hope we do another video in the future that you're eating Smashburger, then we're via Zoom, and then we're analyzing it. So people.
Absolutely. Let me know when.
So people get to see, is it really good or not so good? So we get to analyze it from a food perspective, and is it something that will it really sell as well? So something like that.
Yeah, and I think I will absolutely do it. I think it'll also be so interesting because I haven't had it in maybe 10 years. So it'll be a very honest reaction because, like, yes, I remember it, but how do you really remember something you had 8-10 years ago?
I have a question. Where's the food market in the US going right now, or at least in New York? What do you see people doing? Are they still into fast food, or I know there's a big move towards healthy food movement, something like that.
Yes. Yes, there's a huge move towards vegan food, but mainly like vegan fast food or really any healthy fast food. And I don't mean fast food is in that like it's fried. I mean that you can go in, get it very quickly, but it's quality. I've seen more and more places pop up. Like, I'm not sure if you know Dig In. There are a bunch of these places where you can go and get like rice, greens, salmon, or chicken, and then vegetables, and it's just high quality. So I think the food market is definitely becoming much more conscious of people are paying attention to what they're putting in their bodies. People are paying attention to what companies are putting in their food. And now, especially with the internet and social media, the information or when things are put in that maybe shouldn't be gets spread so quickly that I think even companies are more conscious of what they're doing because they know how their customers will react and blast them on social media.
Amazing. I guess this will be one of my last two questions. How's New York?
I could do this all night, so whenever you need.
How's New York? What's happening in the full quarantine? And what I've been telling people here is they invest based on the new normal. And for the Philippines, what's changing is instead of buying an LV bag, instead of buying a Prada bag, people are buying groceries, people are buying vitamins. Instead of traveling,
Yes.
people are buying stuff for their homes because most of the people are in their homes. What's shifting in terms of people spending in the States right now?
It's really interesting because something had just happened in my family that is kind of crazy. My mom and I took her car to go be serviced and we dropped it off. It got stolen from the dealership, but I just wanted to throw that in there because I think it's a crazy story and I think it's somewhat entertaining for you guys. But I want to say one of the biggest things I've noticed because I work with a few clients that are dealerships and people want to come in and buy their own car because New York is a heavily public transportation run city. I mean, you take the subway, you take the train, otherwise you're not going to get there fast. But since quarantine, or you take an Uber, you don't have to own a car, you can use shared rides. But since the pandemic, people don't want to be sitting next to a stranger that maybe has been exposed and you don't know if they're taking care and the proper steps to keeping themselves safe. So you don't want to expose yourself to that. So people are buying their own cars. People are buying, like you said, outfitting your home to make sure like you buy new bedding because you're in your room more, maybe decorating your room so it's a good place to be because we're all quarantined. That being said, it's kind of starting to open up a little bit. People are getting very sick of being stuck inside because in Manhattan especially, you're stuck in a tiny, tiny apartment. It's not like you're in a home where you can, oh, I'm bored, I want to go walk to the other side of the house. Like, nope, you get your little apartment unless you're super wealthy. But yeah. And a lot of people fled the city and ended up at their parents' house. So it's a weird time. But I found that people are still shopping for almost everything. But the one thing I'm really intrigued by are how many people want to own their own cars because public transportation has become a point of spreading the virus. So people that have the money are willing to buy their own vehicle now that maybe would have saved that money for other things. They're like, nope, I want to keep me and my family safe, so I'm going to buy a car to transport us.
Got it. So in the States, people are buying cars right now. There will be a lot of people, and you've seen it in the States, there's 30 million people who lost their jobs over the past 6 or 7 weeks or so. My question is this. If you would lose everything from this, what's the first step that you will do to bounce back? How will you recover your cash flow?
I'm not kidding. Because I have a YouTube channel, it would probably be doing like 5 more Jollibee mukbangs.
Okay, really? Oh.
Or like, yeah, because those videos are the best performing on my channel. And from a business standpoint, when you have something that performs the best, you should replicate it to grow. But for a more universal answer, I think it would definitely be something in the food industry, honestly, because this pandemic has really taught us you can go without buying new clothes. You can go without buying new shoes, new makeup, new hair products, what you can live without it, but what you can't live without is food. So there is going to be a point where it's just an essential. So I think it is a smart industry to be in if you want some guaranteed. And I don't mean like fancy food, obviously, because when money's low, you normally look for a lower price point, but something in the food industry. If I had to like pick myself back up tomorrow, I would either probably be a server or something where I know that people are going to come into.
Got it. Amazing.
Maybe I'm just hungry, but I don't know.
That's why the rich like Layne get richer. Anyways, fine.
I mean, hey now. I don't know about the word rich, but okay, thank you.
Final words for people that may be scared right now, anxious, depressed. So what's going on?
Yeah, it's very difficult, and I know a lot of people are going through it. I've definitely gone through, honestly, and I've talked about this on my podcast, being completely transparent, because I try to put my best foot forward online also, always, and be positive and try to be a positive light for other people. But just realize that everyone is going through it, and no matter what people put online or tell you or show on their Instagram stories, people are going through the same thing you are. It is going to change, and it is going to come back, and it might seem like it's far off, but just don't lose hope, because we're very resilient. We're all going to come back from this stronger, hopefully looking out for each other even more, and just try to do something nice for somebody else. That is the number one way I make any crappy day I'm having better. If you do something nice for someone else, I promise you it'll make you happy. And in turn, you're creating someone else, you're giving them your happiness, and it'll come back to you.
Amazing. So, guys, if you want happiness, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it in the link. Number 1, our video in Coron. Number 2, her 2 million view Jollibee video. And if you want to follow/subscribe to Layne, I'm putting it in the description below. Please follow her, subscribe to her channel, and I guess that's it. Yeah. So thank you so much to everyone who watched this. I hope you got enough insights towards Jollibee and Smashburger from an American perspective as well. So that's it for now. Thank you, Layne. I hope this video helps you trade well, trade strong, trade smart. See you all again soon, and God bless you all.
Thank you, guys. Stay safe.